that a spot? What's that? Oh, I don't know. I am gonna get my hair cut. I swear I'm gonna get my hair cut. So in today's video, we're going to be checking in for week 2 of November's budget. So that is from the 29th of October to the 4th of November. And there's been some interesting things that have happened, so I'm going to tell you all about that in a sec. Hi guys, gals and non-binary pals, welcome back to Budget with Ira. My name is Ira and I am on a debt-free journey. I'm on a debt-free journey because I racked up over £13,000 worth of debt. Every week I share my budget and debt payer progress so that I can achieve my dream of owning my first home as an individual. If you would like to support me with that dream, please consider subscribing to the channel because it means more than you'll know. So this week quite a lot has happened. So I went into the EE shop, when was it? Wednesday. I needed to go SIM only and so did Jake, and I also needed to ask them about my broadband and why it had gone up the money because I've been putting that off for quite a while. So basically what happened is I went SIM only, which was really good. They had a really good deal with a ton of minutes, which should have been £20, but I got a bit of discount on it, so always ask for discount. So I got them down to £14, which was absolutely fantastic. But I also asked, why is my phone bill so high? Because well, actually what I asked is why is my phone bill lower than Jake's? And they had a look, and basically a while ago when I used to work in London, I used to get the train into work and I used to rinse through my data like nobody's business. So I had no option but to get, they called it like a little MiFi device. Basically how it worked is it'd have a certain allowance of Wi-Fi, and once I've used up all of the Wi-Fi on my data plan, I would transfer that over into my phone and use it. But then when I passed my driving test and started to drive into London, then I didn't need it anymore, so I cancelled it. But they managed to cancel the MiFi, but not the SIM that was associated with it. So for nearly a year, I was paying an extra £8.50, which I shouldn't have. So I called up EE afterwards and I said, what's going on? And they're like, oh, really sorry. And they are refunding me the money. They're refunding me in a way that my next bill is actually gonna be free, and then I'll get a little bit of extra money. So that's really good. I'm so pleased about that. So yeah, that's good. So at least my phone bill won't be as high. It wasn't gonna be as high anyway because I am now SIM only, which is brilliant. So my phone bill is going to be £14, not 50 quid, and my internet is going to be £26.99, not 35. So I'm making a saving of 50, 80, 85, and now I'm going to be paying about £45 a month, which is a lot of money, really good. That can go to emergency fund. That's good, I'm pleased about that. Also, something else happened which I wasn't too happy about is my car service came out. Now I did cancel that on time, but they did say you might, in a rare chance, get another charge of £10.99. But it's all due to be refunded to me anyway. So even though it was an unbudgeted spend of £10.44, I'm gonna get the whole lot that I paid back refunded to me. Not sure when. It might come in this budget, it might come in that budget, but I'll add it as an extra income line when it does come in. I am gonna be showing an unbudgeted spend this week, but I'm not too worried about it because it wasn't really my fault. So without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look in my budget sheets. Okay, so here we are in October's calendar. Sadly, this is not available anymore because this was discontinued on the 31st of October. However, we have 3 days left to fill in, and then we're moving into November's calendar. So let's start with Friday the 29th. So on the Friday, we went grocery shopping and we didn't really have much sort of freezer stuff. So we went to Iceland first, and we haven't been to Iceland in a while, and it was really good. I really enjoyed it. Got some lovely stuff. And then we went to Tesco's because obviously Iceland doesn't sell everything. So we spent $15.87 there. So altogether we spent $49.76. So that wasn't too bad at all. Jake's phone came out and it was about £1 more than expected. So it was $56.52. And rent came out and it was $885 as usual. And I popped into Poundland to get what I needed. I'm getting much better at being completely blinkered and just getting what I need and leaving. So I spent £3, not too bad. On the Saturday the 30th, I spent £10 from my clothing fund, which is one of my sinking funds, on some earrings, which I will model for you. £10 for 2 stretched earrings is an absolute bargain, so I had to snap that up. My car came out, which was the first payment, and that was £121.67. TV license came out and it was £11.87. I put £30 of petrol into my tank. I didn't really need it, but I was about, so I thought, why not? And this is where my unbudgeted spend happened. It was my service plan came out when it shouldn't have, and it was £10.44. Moving up to Halloween spooky day, and all I did that day was buy lunch at work, which was a big McDonald's meal, and I loved it. It was £8.60. And that is October done and dusted. Let's move into November's sexy calendar. Okay, so on the 1st, Jake's insurance came out and that was $14.20. Jake's car came out, which was $140.45. I spent £4.34 on lunch. And when I went to post a load of parcels from my Etsy sales at the post office, I was tempted by Red Bull and rubbish, so I spent £5.55. On the 3rd, Jake passed his second part of his theory test for his HGV license, so we went to Wetherspoons to celebrate, but we only spent £10. We got the pint and a burger deal twice, which was really good. And I went to the range. I spent more than £2, but that was for business stuff, so I used my business account for the stuff I needed, and then I wanted a Red Bull, so I spent £2. Story of my life, Red Bull. So I have 2 no spend stickers to lay. These are from Kyle Plans and they are linked in the description. So we didn't spend anything on Tuesday the 2nd of November and Thursday the 4th of November. Okay, that is us done with the calendar. Let's move over to the weekly check-in. Okay, so let's start by filling in everything we know. Okay, so for spending last week, I spent £23.49, which should leave me with £1.51. So here's my November spending envelope. Okay, £1.20.51. Fantastic. Okay, what am I going to do with that money? So I'm going to put the 51 in the adventure jar. And the £1 is going to go to that secret thing, which isn't going to seem quite as special when I finally reveal it. Okay, for groceries, I spent £49.76, which should leave me with 24p. Okay, so I've got 24. Adventure jar. Lovely. Okay, so for petrol, I spent my £30, which left me with 0. For social, we spent 10, which should leave us with 20. Jake has that in his bag, so I can't show it to you. And unbudgeted, there was that unbudgeted spend, which was £10.44, which leaves me minus £10.44. But it's okay, because I'll get the money back. So for last week, I spent $123.69. Is that right? Right, I got $123.69 a couple times now, so I'm going to go for that. I suppose it doesn't really matter. So what I'm rolling over for next week is £20 in social. So let's go ahead and move into the budget and see where we're at with that. Okay, so here we are in the paycheck bill tracker. What I'm going to have a look at first is the bills and to see where we're at. So rent came out and that was $885. Jake's phone came out and it was $56.52. So a little bit over. His insurance was $14.20 as planned. His car was $140.45 as planned. TV license was $11.87. Not sure why, but I'll take it. My car was bang on at $121.67. Okay, did anything else happen? No. Yeah, that's about it. So next week I'm gonna have the last big chunk, and then that's about it for the month. And I know that I've got enough money in the bank to cover all of this, so that's really good. So the next thing we do is cash stuffing for next week's spends. Okay, so here we are in my budget binder. I sell a budget binder on my Etsy store, but the best thing I think about this budget binder is that I have these little dividers, which I absolutely love, and those are also available on my Etsy store. So when I need to go to a particular section, I can just flip to it. So we are flipping to weekly cash, and we are looking at groceries first. So for groceries, we do £50 a week. So I do a 10 and two 20s, and that should leave me with 50 for next week, which I've got, and I will stuff there. And I've got £50 for this week, so that is groceries stuffed. Moving over to petrol. So for petrol, I give myself £30 a week. So if I take 30, that leaves me with 30 for next week, which I will put away. And then I will put petrol into this midi size cash envelope in the November style, which I am growing more and more fond of. And then spending, I give myself £25 a week. So I have a 5 and two 10s, and that leaves me with 25 for next week. And here's my spending envelope. So I really started to grow really fond of this midi. It really fit everything that I needed last week. It is really good. Cool. That's me all stuffed for the week. Hi guys, gals and non-binary pals. Thank you so much for getting through to the end of the video. You know I love it when you get through to the end of the video. While you're here, I'd love it if you like, comment and subscribe as well. If you are going to comment on today's video, please use this emoji. On Instagram this week, I asked people to send me questions about things that they want to know about me, because I'm aware and I'm conscious that we've gained quite a lot of subscribers quite rapidly, and not all of you have been here where I've spoke about absolutely everything. So what I'd like to do is a bit of a get to know me video somewhere in the future, maybe 2 weeks or something like that. So if you do have a question that you would like me to answer, please pop it in the comments down below and I'll do my best to answer it in that video. I almost forgot. So every week I want to make sure I shout out a UK based budgeter. So this week I would like you all to please go and check out Jenny's budgeting journey. I'm going to link her down in the description box below. Jenny is a really positive, really big force in this community. She's only just recently started up her own channel and she's doing a fantastic job with it. In her last video, she came to a bit of an epiphany about savings challenges, about how she's sort of overcommitting a little bit, and to sort of your own pace is absolutely fine. And I completely wholeheartedly agree with her on that. You probably know Jenny because she is in the messages for like nearly every YouTuber, and she supports all of us, and we should all go and support her because she is an active, incredible member of this community and she's just lovely. Anyway, guys, gals, on non-binary pals, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in 4 days, I think. What is this? It's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Saturday, Sunday. Oh. 2 days. You're so lucky getting all these videos off me. 2 days, we'll talk about my Etsy income. See you in 2 days. Bye-bye. And I just wanted to quickly say a massive thank you to our new patrons on Patreon. Thank you so much for supporting me. It means just the world, just the absolute world. Thank you so much. So we have 2 new babes. That is Shadow and Sophie Solace, and 3 new Huns. Welcome to Katie Avery, Ben Penny, and Sarah Clark. bye.